Hey, everybody, welcome to our evening, our night tonight, speaking with three diamonds that I love very, very much in Plexus. We are here tonight. I'm Sadie Hirschway, Diamond Ambassador in St. Louis, Missouri, and we're here tonight to just walk through stories and really that point where these folks felt like they could do this thing. Okay. And so I'm so excited to have everyone here. What you should expect are lots, and of course, we've got people rolling in. Fashionably late is how we do things on my team, so that's kind of what's happening right now. But what you're going to find are you're going to hopefully hear these stories that you can resonate with. And what we want you to know is that the people who've had the most success in this company, they started just like you, right? They started just to feel better, or they started for a specific reason. And I don't know what their stories are specifically, so I'm just going to let them tell it. So I want to introduce my friend, Jennifer Kidd, who I think I met for the first time in Kona. I think that's when we first met, and we sort of found ourselves together at the end of the night after that first dinner, and just a fast friendship since then. So, welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Sadie. I'm so glad to be here tonight. So excited. Yes, we met and it was like a friendship. And that's with everybody I meet. That's why I love this company. I have so many friends, lifelong friends that I've met through this company. Um, so my name is Jennifer Kidd, Diamond Ambassador. I've been with Plexus for over 14 years, and I've been a diamond for 12. Um, Yes, and I have no college education. So for me, this is huge. This is huge. This is me saying, okay, I can do things bigger and better than just what's in the box. And so I was in dentistry for 16 years. So it all started out, I was living out of state with had my first son in Wisconsin, and I knew I had to go back to work. Knew nobody there, like no family. Really had like one or two friends there, but that's it. And they worked with me, so they couldn't watch them. So I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? So just prayed. I prayed really hard every night for God to take my hand and just lead me in the direction that I needed to go to be able to stay at home with my baby. I mean, that was a dream come true to me. Now, did I love my 16-year dental career? Absolutely. I was an RDA, like I said, no college education. So for me to have be a registered dental assistant and do all the duties I was doing in the office, office manager, in charge of milling crowns and color mapping them. Like my dream was to be a dentist also. So it was really fun. So I never knew something like this could fall into my lap. And it did. Like I said, I prayed hard. And when it did, I ran with it, y'all. And my uplines, they're like, you have to work the business. I'm like, no, no, my passion is dentistry, making people smile. Well, guess what? I get to do the same thing with Plexus, and I get to get them healthy. And it's been a full circle. I can look back now, 14 and a half years, almost 14 and a half years later, that Plexus was placed in my life for a reason. And that reason at the time, I did not know. Now I do. I have had a long road in 14 years. I've lost my father. Um, just a lot of tragedies and things that have happened that I can't control. And because of Plexus, um, I've been able to get through it and be there for everyone that needs that. And even I know a lot of my friends from Plexus have had a lot of tragedies too. And, just for us to have that freedom, there's so much freedom. Moving back home, taking care of my dad before he passed away of cancer, watched him take his last breath was very hard, but I was here for it. I didn't miss it. And built my dream home. I'm here like 14 and a half years, y'all. 14 and a half years. I have people that message me when this lasts a year, let me know. When this lasts 5 years, let me know. When this lasts 8 years, let me know. I'm like, hey y'all, I'm going on over 14 years. This is huge. We have a gift. We have an amazing gift, and we need to share it with the world. I've been saying that to everybody from day one. And don't hide what we have. We have incredible products, an incredible opportunity, and a great company. I could keep going. I have to stop.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Okay, so do you want me to turn it over to
Yeah.
Jana?
Well,
All
I
right.
can I introduce her? Is that okay? Since we have a
Yes.
little extra time, Julie's not here. I want to introduce Jana because Jana is who introduced me. So this is like a really big deal. I thought I
Oh.
was going to say this at the end, but I didn't know how it was going to go. But I just want to mention that this is the woman who brought me into this. So the beginning of her story, I'm very intimately aware of because that is what started everything for everyone on my team. So Jana Brady, we'd love to hear from you why you Plexus.
Oh, I love you. Yeah, my beginning is your beginning, really, because we were kind of already, um, it's interesting. So Sadie and I actually met in a baby group. We were both pregnant. She was pregnant with Sam. Excuse my voice. I am not getting sick. I am not. But anyway, excuse my voice. Yeah, so I was pregnant with Jack, and Sadie was pregnant with Sam. And so we were already connected and had built a really beautiful community of like 100 moms. And we just kind of shared our lives together for those, 7 or 8 months. And so I was actually on bed rest with Jack the last like 2 or 3 months of my pregnancy. And I worked a corporate job. It was a job where I traveled quite a bit. Um, it was a lot. I was building point of sale systems for fast food restaurants, and so it was kind of crazy. And it definitely is not my passion at all. And if anybody knows me, then that's not my passion. But it paid the bills, and but being on bed rest with Jack, that took me out of a big part of my job. And then, of course, I had Jack and obviously fell in love with him. And, I had him at 38. And so it was like a whole, like I have a 28 and 29-year-old right now. So it was like starting all over again and a new generation of a child. And I didn't want to go back to work. I was devastated even thinking about leaving him in daycare, but we needed my income. Um, and so, really, Plexus came about. I was looking for something, desperately looking for something, and coming up short. I was like, well, I was a personal trainer before. I taught Pilates before. Maybe I can do that. But none of it made sense with having a newborn baby. And then just, and I was praying. Literally, I was like 3 weeks out from being done with maternity leave. And my sponsor, Blair, posted on Facebook, and Blair and I we went to high school together. We cheered together. And yeah, she posted about Plexus, about the products. And I was like, well, I need to lose weight. I had baby weight to lose because I was on bed rest. But what got me was she posted one day that she had the 100th team member joined her team. And it blew my mind. 100 people joined her team. And I was like, maybe I can do that. And I reached and I was just like, this is it. I was so sure this was it. I reached out to her. I signed up that day. Um, and I started taking the products. Back then it was the Fab Four. I don't even know if there was a triplex yet. So it was Slim and BioCleanse and Probio 5 and X Factor. And I could take that while I was nursing Jack. And I just started talking about it on Facebook. Y'all, I started to do this business. And I just started sharing, like I didn't know what I was doing. I just started sharing, and people started asking me what it was. And I would literally just paste in exactly what Blair said to me when I messaged her. I had no idea what I was doing, but here I am. And the thing is, and this is just what I want to leave with, is that it this will be my 13th year this year, and it took, I think I've been diamond for 4 years. And so it took us a while to get to diamond, but here's why I didn't quit. It's because my reason was bigger than my fear. And everyone has that reason. Maybe it's not as obvious as what mine was with Jack. That was a very strong reason right away. But we all have a reason. And if we can find that reason, then anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. So that's my story. Thank you, Sadie, for letting me share. Oh, and I would love to introduce our male diamond, Josh. We have male diamonds too in this company. It's not just for females. So, Josh, take it away.
Thank you, Jana and Sadie. Thank you so much for having me on. Believe it or not, this is only the second time I've been on anybody's Zoom to tell a story. So I'm very, very excited. So thank you so much for having me on. But, like many of your stories, mine started with the products. Well, I guess if I'm being completely honest, it started with my amazing wife, Joanna, telling me that I needed to be on the products. And so Joanna is my diamond upline, and we've done things a little differently around here. But she got me going on the products, and it's usually a good idea to listen to her when she tells you to do something, or at least when she tells me to do something. Now, it didn't take long for us to realize that Plexus was more than just these quality products. It's an incredible company built on community and purpose and real opportunity. And that's really what drew me into doing this. And at the time, we really weren't looking for anything extra. We were fairly comfortable. We didn't have the 8 kids that we have now, but we were fairly comfortable. Um, but when we started hearing other people's business testimonies, something in it, it sparked. We knew that there was something about this, and we couldn't ignore it. So what makes our journey unique is that we decided that we were going to start doing this together. My success in Plexus is a direct reflection of our shared passion for helping others. And as our business grew, we naturally fell into a rhythm, structuring things in a way that allowed each of us to kind of lean into our strengths. You know, we realized that it didn't make sense to run 2 separate businesses and compete against each other, that we were stronger doing this together as one. So Joanna has a real amazing gift in recruiting, connecting with people, and doing all these things. And so why compete with that? And as for me, after 20 plus years in the military, what I love most is teaching and training and coaching and doing that stuff for our team. And that sense of leadership and service, it really hasn't left me. It's just I had to find a new place to be able to use it. And that's where Plexus came in. And so we believe that dividing the responsibilities and honoring what each of us has passion for was the best way or the best model for us to do business. Now, not everybody can work with their spouse, but we make it work. She is the boss. I'm not going to lie. But, it's an amazing thing that you're able to do something as amazing as Plexus with someone that you share your life with. I mean, it's truly incredible. Um, and we have our days, we ups and downs. We come together and often to brainstorm. But again, let's be fair. I will throw some stuff out. She quickly knocks it down. Somehow we end up figuring it out. But it's just the way that we've decided to structure our business. And like I said, it's not always needs to be one or the other. It's just something that worked for us. Um, but I script everything, and so I lost my place. So just a second. It's just the way that I have to do things. Um, but no, I mean, the Plexus journey is truly been amazing for us. And, you know, this is just again how we structured what it is that we do. We love reaching out and we love doing it together. And we've been doing it for over 10 years, and hopefully we can do it for another 10 years and everything else. So truly, again, my success is Joanna's success. We've just figured a perfect way to make it work for us. So thank you, Sadie, again for having me on. Um, that's it.
I love it. It's so male of you to divide the responsibilities. And I think that that's amazing because here's the thing. The other thing that was not mentioned is that their son is also a jewel in the company. And so it really is a family business. So if you're listening to this, if you're listening to the replay, I want you to understand that this can be a larger vision than just you, right? And how many times wouldn't we want to share it with the people that we love the most? I mean, my children are not old enough to do this, and I don't have a spouse at this point, so I'm not in that position. But I know that that is something that feels so exciting if it ever were to happen. And how many of us have a sister or whatever? The point is that I love what you said, everybody, about just describing what caused you to act. And that's what these calls are about, right? We're just regular people who felt an emotional, compelling, action oriented nudge to just do something with our lives. And so I want to thank you, everybody, for watching this. Thank you, all my diamond friends, for being on with me. It really is a special thing. There's a small group of us, you guys, if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know I could ever see myself as a diamond. Well, we've all felt that, but we put our pants on one leg at a time, maybe two legs at a time. I don't know how everyone's doing it, but we're just regular people, and we want you to feel like you can do this too. And so that's why we do calls like this, so that you can see that you're just like us, and we're just waiting for you to create that ripple of change in your own communities. So, all right, everybody, have a great night. Thank you so much for being here, and the recording will be available soon. Bye.